Hey everyone, welcome to another video in my 30 days of live video. I started doing those on January 22nd, so it's only been 5 days, although I already feel like I've done so many of these amazing videos and I'm so grateful to all the support in this group. Today, as you can see, we're going to be speaking about ordinary moments versus extraordinary moments. Yesterday, I went out to dinner with two of the most amazing people that I've met in Chiang Mai. Janie Lynn, Vivian Chen, and Wayne Duckworth. And a couple of them are actually in this group, so hopefully they'll be able to listen to these words. But we were having a conversation, and Vivian said something really interesting to me. She said that one of the main reasons she likes hanging out with people in Chiang Mai is because they are really present. When she's back home in New York or LA or anywhere in the US, she finds that most of the time that she spends with their friends, they're on their phone or they're chatting with someone far away or they're watching a YouTube video or they're doing something that is being not present with her. They're not spending time talking to her, they're not spending time engaging with her, they're not there with her, they're somewhere out in more extraordinary moment that they might have been experiencing. So that really made me think about how I deal with people now. And I know I was exactly the same way a few years back, I would say a couple of years back. A lot of the time, instead of actually spending time with my family, being present with them, I would spend it on my phone playing Clash of Clans, which is one of my favorite games back then, or just on Instagram or Facebook. I was wasting these precious moments that I had with them. Instead of being present with them and being in the moment with them, I was somewhere far, far away. I wasn't actually present. So instead of actually enjoying that time with them, because there are very few of those moments left really to think about it, and not only am I dying at a constant rate, but they are as well. So time is passing by, and so we have a limited number of moments left together, a limited number of meals left together, and a limited number of time left together, right? So in general, there are a lot of these ordinary moments. And a lot of us, what we're trying to do when we're going on our phone, when we're watching a video, or we're trying to get away from the present moment, is because we believe that this present moment is ordinary and doesn't have any real value to it. And the reason we believe it to be so is because it is maybe boring in some way, or it's just normal, and it's not anything. We're not in a special place of any kind. We're not with special people. We're not doing anything special. We're just maybe washing the dishes, or maybe we're just sitting around at home, chilling with our cat, or we're just hanging out with a partner, just watching some random TV. So those moments are not extraordinary for us enough, right? So what we're doing is that we're going away from these moments by moving to moments in our head that might be more extraordinary. Now, when we're doing these things, of course, what we're doing is we're not being present. So there might be an individual in front of you, maybe a partner or a friend. Instead of actually spending time with them and being present with them, we're being away from them. So not only are we not giving them the benefit of being around them and being present with them and being with them, but we are also giving ourselves a disservice because we don't know how long we have these individuals with us. We don't know how long we have these moments with them. So they might be gone tomorrow. We might be gone tomorrow. This world might be gone tomorrow. And so we really have to be careful not to move away from these ordinary moments. Also, a lot of times what we're thinking is that we're moving to some extraordinary moment in the future where we might be traveling, or we might be scuba diving, or doing something really fun, something really funky, really something that's really different. But it will actually notice in those moments itself, like when we're doing something really crazy, that each moment in that experience is going to be ordinary as well. We're going to have moments in those extraordinary moments where we feel like, this isn't as exciting as I thought it would be, or this isn't as cool as I thought it would be. This is still very ordinary. Because the issue or the thing about life is that it is made up of a bunch of hundreds and thousands of millions of ordinary moments. And in our pursuit of extraordinary moments, which are still ordinary moments, we kind of forget to be present. We forget to be here. I recently traveled to Copenhagen in Kerala, and one of the main things most of the people told me is that I was extremely present and intense with them. So when I was sitting with an individual, if I was working on my own and I was checking my phone doing my work, that was totally fine. But when I was with someone, I made sure that I was being extremely present. Unless I was extremely tired, I made sure that I was with them, looking into their eyes, listening to what they had to offer me, being present with them, being alive with them, and offering them what they needed from me. Because a lot of times when they were asking me something or they were telling me something, they just wanted feedback from me, or they wanted an individual to look at them. They wanted to feel visible. They wanted to feel seen and heard. They wanted to feel a connection, and they wanted to feel love. And so that was my motive in just being present with these individuals. Just be really, really there and give them what they need in that moment so they feel seen, they feel heard, they don't feel invisible. And a lot of us, when we are hanging out with people, will notice that we will ignore them in the pursuit of those extraordinary moments that we might find on Instagram or YouTube or Snapchat, whatever it might be. And instead of actually being present with this person, who again will not be there forever, because we're always traveling, especially digital nomads, I know that this person I might see right now, I'm not going to see ever again, or I might see them 10, 15 years in the future, right? So in that moment, especially be present with that individual. And because of my presence, I really caused a lot of people to look at me in a different light. They looked at me as their guardian angel. They looked at me as their safety angel. They said that without me, they would have felt really alone and lost. I'm not saying this to brag, but I'm saying that just the minutia of things really changes things. Just being present, which is such a small thing. Just being there with an individual and giving them your full attention, which is something that happens very rarely. Just that can really change an individual's perspective in life. That can really make them feel happy or sad or whatever it might be. So I really want you guys to think about it. And this is just a gift that you're giving to the world. You're not doing this for yourself. The minute you're present in the moment, you're doing this for the people around you. You're doing this also for yourself, because it's just going to be a self-perpetuating loop of karma, but you're doing it for the individuals you're hanging out with. Not only that, but as an entrepreneur, as also as a 9-to-5, or as a normal individual, there is a lot of drudgery in life. There's a lot of moments where you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, this is so boring. Why do I have to wash these dishes? Why do I have to fold these clothes? Why do I have to do all of these mundane tasks, right? The problem is that, and I've noticed this a lot, is that people who are spiritual, they're spiritual when they're meditating or they're teaching yoga, but when they're actually dealing with the ordinary moments of life, they become really bitchy and annoying and horrible. And I've seen this happen a couple of days ago. I was sitting with a person at dinner, and the person is a spiritual being, but this individual came up to her and asked her a question, and she turned into this horrible, bitchy individual. And I was actually taken back. I was looking at her, I'm like, what is this transformation? And as soon as she dealt with that individual, she came back to me, and she was instantaneously that spiritual yogi person. So it really taught me that it does not matter what face they're presenting to you, because they could be a completely different person in reality. So a lot of spiritual beings, and that's the reason I'm kind of really becoming a little sick and tired of this whole spirituality thing, because a lot of people are spiritual in one aspect of their life, but they're treating other people, servers or things like that, like crap. That's not what spirituality is about. Spirituality doesn't mean that you're really nice to all your yogi friends, but then when a server comes to serve you and makes a mistake, then you bitch at them and you start yelling and making a tantrum. That is not spirituality. Spirituality is about treating everyone equally and treating everyone with the same respect that you would do the people that you love in your life, because there is no one that is apart from you. All of the people that you're experiencing or meeting are, you in your essence. You're just experiencing yourself by looking at yourself in a different manner. You're meeting all these individuals, but they're really you, that you are meeting yourself in different incarnations or different forms. And if that's too much for you to handle, it makes sense. But I'm just saying that even if you think of it as you're just being a nice person in general, it doesn't mean if you're spiritual, you only practice spirituality here, the space that you create, this yoga mat or this temple or this institution, and then the rest of the time you're an absolute bitch or an absolute bastard. Like, that does not make sense. That is not how it's supposed to be. But if you are present, if you're absolutely freaking present all the time, then you will notice that you are able to be the same person all the time, because you realize, is this who I am? You're always asking yourself the question, is this who I want to be in this moment? Is this how I want to deal with this moment? This is not an ordinary moment. Every moment that we experience is extraordinary. And if you can take that view into everything that you do during the day, then even sitting down and doing your taxes becomes a spiritual deed. It becomes a deed where you're learning more about yourself, you're learning about this universe, you're getting lessons from the universe, you're getting signs and signals, you're being present. No moment is ordinary. So you're so present all the time. And I've noticed that the more and more I get older and the more meditation I do, the more present I am, the more opportunities, situations, beauty, extraordinariness comes at me. But I treat every moment, even if I'm just sitting on a chair watching a crowd of people pass by, I treat that moment as a lesson. I treat that moment as extraordinary. I try to find the extraordinariness in every ordinary moment, because every moment has not only a lesson with it, but something in it, something really cool. Just the fact that you are alive and you're breathing and you're experiencing this world in whatever form or shape you are is extraordinary in itself. You could have been born as a turtle, or you could have been born as a butterfly. If you don't believe in reincarnation, you know, you could have been born in a different part of the world where you have no internet, where you have no clean drinking water, where you have nothing. But you're here sitting with me watching something on your laptop, which probably costs thousands of dollars. You're sitting in a beautiful home that probably costs millions of dollars and things like that. So you are lucky, and every moment can signify that to you if you treat every moment as extraordinary. I hope that this makes sense to you. This quote actually comes from Dan Millman, an author, a really great author, a great self-help author, and I love his books. So if you guys are interested, I think one of his books is The 4 Purposes of Life that I just recently read. Really great book. So check him out. And again, if you guys are finding these useful, please do share them with your friends or invite your friends into the group. Just add them into the group. Everyone's allowed to do that. I want these teachings to get to as many people as possible. Again, my name is Shikha, signing out now. Bye for now.